Hi everyone, welcome to the Steinbergs stand at BPM. We're here with Sonic State, showcasing for the first time in the UK our new range of CMC controllers. So no matter whether you already have a control surface or whether you don't have one and you're looking to get and improve your workflow with Steinberg software, these controllers are really perfect for that. So we're very excited. They were launched last week. We're previewing them for the first time here at the show, and they will be shipping from next month, so it's going to be imminent. They're very well priced. The RRP for 5 of them is £135, and the fader one is actually slightly more expensive at £160. And we'll also be bringing out some frames, so if you're buying multiple and you want to have them locked down in nice on your desk, and obviously this is a very nice option to do this. So very excited, but of course now we've got to show it to you and hand my presentation to Andrew, our product specialist in the UK, who's going to take you through all of them individually so you can have a see what they're doing.
I'm Andrew, I work for Steinberg here in the UK, and we're here at BPM. So I've got some exciting new controllers to show you. If we check these guys out, this is a new CMC, so they're modular controllers, and as you can see, they're all individual, so basically you can pick and choose the controller which suits you, and basically it's your shortcut into Cubase, so workflow is enhanced big time. So let's check them out. As I said, there's 6 of them, so you can see here we've got the AI controller. Now the AI controller makes life a lot easier for us when we're interfacing with Cubase, because basically whatever we point our mouse at, it edits. So this AI knob means that basically anything that we aim at, point and shoot, you just move straight away. But also it doubles as a jog wheel. If I say wanted to automate an effect, I can just hold down the lock button and it'll lock onto that effect. Obviously these guys move through tracks, and then up the top here I've got 4 shortcut keys. So basically that's opening a new track for me up there in Cubase. So these things you can assign to whatever you want just here through the editor. So if we go into device setup, you can see Cubase AI, you've got category, add track, so whatever I want I can basically assign that to in Cubase. So that's the AI controller. The next one over, the channel strip. So if you work in Cubase, you'll be very familiar with a Cubase channel. So basically we've got a mute, solo, we've got a monitor button, so if we want to arm the track it makes it very easy. If we want to say open up an instrument, so if I click on an instrument track this will open it up, but one of the most important things here, the E button. So instantly we can click on the E button and open it up. The other thing is there's a shift button on all of these controllers, so if I want I can hold down shift, and I've got a transport up there, so I can hit play, stop, I can bypass my effects if I want, bypass my EQ, very handy come the mix down, and of course we've got this fader here which means we can adjust the volume on the particular channel that we're working with. So that makes life easier in terms of actually working with a very specific Cubase channel. Over on the next one we've got the quick controls. Again, a really handy feature, because basically anything that we want to in Cubase we can right mouse click and assign to this button right here. So in Cubase 6 there's a handy new feature, and that's that right mouse click. So anything we click on basically we can assign a shortcut to. Down below here, as the same with the AI controller, we've got these function keys, so you can see basically I've got them set up as a transport, play, stop, but you can go into the editor again and assign them to whatever you want. The other thing is a really handy EQ button, so if we open this guy up you can see here I just click on that and I can edit my EQs very easily. So the AI, we've got the channel controller, we've got the quick controller, and of course the most important thing, if you want to get somewhere in Cubase you need a transport. So this makes life easier in terms of playing, stop, record. If we want we can set a locator, set the right locator, we can cycle, so we can cycle record through there. You've got function buttons at the top, but if you want you can move through, scroll through Cubase very easily. But the coolest thing about this guy here is this strip right here. So it's kind of like a ribbon controller. So at the moment I've got it set to jog, so I can move my locator wheel, but if I just hold down the shift mode, now I can actually scrub through very easily. Locate, so we move the locator around, scroll, we've got zoom, so if we click on zoom, basically we can zoom in and out of the keyboard, but this guy here is fantastic. If you're writing music, you don't always know the tempo, so now with the new tempo stretching algorithms in Cubase, or pitch shifting as well, which are absolutely amazing, we've got this tap tempo guy, so if we click on this, at the moment, I've got a specific tempo, let's check out what it is. So we're sitting here on 153, but all I need to do now is start tapping my tempo, and you can see instantly it's adjusting the tempo. And because of the new time stretching algorithm, it plays it flawlessly at any tempo. So we can change a tempo and pitch, tempo, maybe up to 100 beats per minute. And of course in Cubase, you've got this handy transpose thing here. So at any point in time, I can come through and transpose the track. So this guy here makes life so much easier for us in terms of just getting your tempo right. When you first create a song, just get the feel, get the tempo, and then hit play, and instantly it's playing at the tempo we require. But over on the left-hand side here, we've got probably one of the coolest things around at the moment in terms of pads. So you can see here, 16 pads. It's portable, you can take it to a gig, you can hook it up to a keyboard, it works with any DAW. So basically we've got the pad bank, or I can assign these to whatever I want. So let's say I'm working with a track, that's my verse, that's my chorus. So live, I can actually come through and flick from sections very easily, or go back and use it to trigger whatever we want. So 16 pads. The other thing is you can see curve setup. So I can go through the curve setup and I can change the velocity. So if I want to have it all set to 100, I can set it to 100. Now there's an editor inside of Cubase which also allows us to change the velocities and everything. Once again, we've got the shift button. So the shift button allows us a whole world of other possibilities there as well. And we can assign this to say volume or to pan or to whatever we want inside of Cubase again. It's just a matter of using that right click or that right mouse button. These guys I'm particularly excited about. So these are the fader controllers. It's a complete new concept. Some people are used to actually working with knobs and faders, but these guys make life really easy for us. So at the moment, I've got it set to metering. So you can see I can meter the channels. You pay a lot of money for meter strips, basically, or VU meters. So these guys are quite cheap, so you can use it that way. Or if we just go back to meter, now you can see I can use it just to adjust whatever channel I want in Cubase. So you can have up to 4 of these, basically, in combination. So that gives you 16 strips right there. So at the moment, these guys are all locked together, so you can see if I flip them up, there's this little pad which holds them all together so they don't move individually. But if you want, you can rip the pad off, and let me just unplug this for you. So basically, almost like an old school calculator. They either sit flat and sit very well, they don't move around, or you can pick them up and then basically flop them out. As I said, this guy works with anything, but basically the rest of it will work with Cubase and Nuendo quite seamlessly. So the USB devices, so powered on a USB hub. So I've got this frame here. This frame's I think 109 pounds. So this is a metal frame, they slot inside of it. There's this one, and there's also a frame that fits the CC121 in there. So if you say wanted to have the CC121 and 2 fader units on either side, that's a possibility as well. So basically I've got a hub inside, USB powered, they go straight to a powered hub and connect straight into Cubase.